Hello, good evening. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
My name is Claudia Perez, and I will be introducing some information about tornadoes. After this speech is done, you will have knowledge on how tornadoes are formed, what causes them, and some of the incidents that occurred in the United States this year. Tornadoes are a violent, rotating column of air extending from a thunderstorm to the ground. The most violent type of tornadoes can have winds of up to 300 miles per hour. These tornadoes leaving enormous destructions behind. Tornadoes can destroy large buildings, rip up trees from the ground, and even toss vehicles and anything they could find in their path for hundreds of yards. The path of damage of a tornado could be anywhere from 1 mile wide to 50 miles long. Nationwide, researchers show that there is an average of 1,000 tornadoes reported a year. In this picture, you can see the structure of a tornado. As you can see, it has descending air going into the top, into the funnel cloud that has upward current. Tornadoes are formed inside a severe thunderstorm called a supercell, as we could see in this picture. These supercells are the least common type of thunderstorms. However, they are the biggest one ever seen. Supercells contain a deep and persistent rotating updraft called a mesocyclone. If the environment where the storm is happening is in favor of the supercell, it can help the storm last for hours. Not only could supercells cause the formation of a single tornado, but several tornado events to happen at once as well. A critical factor in the development of a supercell is the moderate to strong speed and directional wind shear between the surface of the ground and about 20,000 feet. This wind shear is what creates the mesocyclone and also allows the storm to be in a tilted position. This helps maintain a separate updraft and downdraft region. For the supercells, they are formed in environments where the cold air meets with the warm, moist air. Having the separate updraft and downdraft regions in the supercells, it allows them to live longer. The likelihood that much cool, stable air reduces and will go from the downdraft to the updraft, causing the storm to weaken, and the supercell does not want that. The same property of the supercell that keeps it going is what produces the formation of tornadoes. The wind that comes into the storm starts to swirl and forms a funnel. The air inside the funnel spins faster and faster, creating a very low pressure area, which sucks more air and objects into it. Okay. As you can see, tornadoes don't leave much behind. This is a picture taken from the Oklahoma tornado that hit this year. On May 20th, a tornado category EF5 hit Oklahoma City suburbs. This tornado category is the biggest one ever seen or measured. The tornado began 4.4 miles west of Newcastle and ended 4.8 miles east of Moore. This tornado had a path of 17 miles long and 1.3 miles wide. The storm had winds of between 200 and 210 miles per hour. These tornadoes destroyed an entire school and devastated a community. In this picture, we could see more damage. Not much was left. As the storm finally ceased and calmed, the state medical examiner team was able to search and account for dozens of deaths the storm had left behind. As you can see, not much was left. The houses, the cars, everything was torn and taken. It is said that this tornado was one of the worst storms that the state of Oklahoma had ever received. The hardest hit that the tornado had was in Moore, having a population of 56,000 people. That concludes my presentation, and I hope you all enjoyed.